In this video, I will share 7 approaches on how to find Oracle tables while developing SQL script based BIP reports. I have discovered that this has been a major challenge for developer, hence I am sharing my knowledge with you. Approach 1 is through OTBI report code. For example, let's take a use case. We need to build a For example, let's take a use case. We need to build a BIP report using SQL as a data source to capture purchase order related fields. For that, we need to know the purchase order related table and the corresponding columns of that table. So, for that, what we need to do is we need to create a OTBI report. Now, how to create a OTBI report? Inside this BI catalog, go to this create menu and on the drop down select the first option, which is nothing but analysis. It will open up a small subject area window. In that window, we have to search for purchase order related subject area. So if you'll see this subject area, procurement purchasing real time, its description states that it provides information about purchase orders. So clicking on this will refresh this tab and it will list all the folders and the corresponding fields which comes inside it. So let's take an example of capturing purchase order number. So for that we need to go to this folder called purchase order header detail. We can search across all the folders through this search option as well, right? So because we know where it resides, so we can directly go to that place, expand on this folder, double clicking on this order which is storing the purchase order number, and then if we'll click on this next tab, results will list all the purchase orders numbers which are present in this fusion instance in ascending order of purchase order number. Now what is happening here is Oracle automatically has constructed a SQL script based on the field which we selected, and through the execution of that script it is displaying all the purchase order numbers in its ascending order. Now we have to identify the table and the column which stores this information, because we have to use that to build the custom report. So what we need to do is we need to duplicate this tab. Right click on this, select duplicate tab. It will open up a new tab. One thing to note here is to get this backend code, you need to have admin privileges. For that, to get, you need to have at least one of these two job roles, standard job roles. One is application implementation consultant, or the admin access, which is nothing but IT security manager job role. Either of these two will give you admin access. Only then you will be able to get the backend code, because having that access, job role access, will show this administration option here, which you need to go now. Click here on administration option. Under session management, select manage sessions. This will show the runs. So we selected order, right? So this is the one which you're looking for. It click on view log button. It will open up this. So at the back end, Oracle is doing all these things, but we are interested only in the SQL script, which is nothing but this with clause and which ends with 75001. Copy this and paste it in a notepad. So now we know that Oracle has constructed this script automatically, and through this, it has showed up the value here. So now we have to validate this. Is this the same script or some other script? For that, what we'll do is we will run this SQL script as a data model and see if it is giving us the same data as the OTBI report or not. So go to create, click on data model, select SQL as a data source here, and then give any dummy name for dataset PO. Select here FSCM, because this is related to financial and supply chain management pillar. So will copy this script and paste it here, and then we'll try to run it. So by default, if you see, it will only show the top 5 rows here. So you see here C1 are all zeros, dummy zeros. C2 are the ones which are storing the purchase order number. If you'll see here 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 10, 11, 12, 13. So and if you increase the limit to up to 200 rows, you can see 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19. 17. So these two are matching. So now we know this script is the correct script. Now we have to identify the table and the column name. So if you'll go here, we know that C2 is the one which is showing the purchase order number. So first what we need to do is we can format this script, and this is a main with clause which is ending here. Now you have a select clause, inside that you have a in clause. So this is your C2, and this C2 is nothing but it's an alias for C1 column, and C1 column is nothing but your this auto generated alias which is pointing to segment 1669, and 1669 is pointing to segment 1. This is the table alias, this is the table name. So this column is storing the PO number. So segment 1 of PO header sol is the column and the table name which stores the purchase order number in Fusion. Similar approach you can follow for all the other columns here. You need to drag and drop, come here, go to view log, check the script, and then you will get to know. Approach 2 is through data lineage mapping. You can also find the Oracle tables by going through the data lineage mapping sheet. To navigate there, you need to go to docs.oracle.com, and I'll show you how you can navigate for procurement module. Similarly, you can do it for all the other modules as well. You can go to see all, then click on procurement, and then go to analyze and report. Here you will see review data lineage. Clicking on it, it opens up a new tab which will show the latest release versions data lineage mapping sheet. So you have 25A through D. So this is the latest one. We'll download this, and then I'll show you how you can search for the table and columns. So we'll use the same example to identify the same backend table for purchase order number. So this is a sheet. We'll edit it, and then we'll go to the this is the same OTBI subject area which we used in the first approach. So here we are looking for purchase order number, right? So what we'll do is we'll select purchase order here. Okay. So if we'll see, okay, how many purchase order list we are getting. So we are getting few. So what we'll do is we'll deselect. We'll select only the purchase order here. So once we click on it, so on the right hand side, we'll see PO headers, also the table name, this is the column name, and we can get the same information also through this subject area. So to get the purchase order number, the table is PO headers all, and the column name is. Approach 3 is through standard BIP report code. For standard report code, let's take an example from financials module. So we'll try to identify the column names for AR invoice. So the standard codes are present inside the shared folders. And to identify the AR invoice report, you need to go to shared folder, financials, receivables, bill presentment. And the correct way is you can run the report, standard report, print receivables invoices, and through the output you can identify the location, the position, where exactly is it displaying the relevant invoice information, and then you can backtrack through the corresponding RTF template and then through the data model code to identify the corresponding table and column names. So for now, what I have done is I have downloaded this RTF template of your invoice, which is this one. So this is a standard template, and this is a customer invoice copy. So through the tags you can understand, like, okay, this bill to customer, ship to customer, AR invoice number, amount, all those things. So if we have to identify the AR invoice number which is getting displayed here, so in that case, how can we trace its table and the column? So what we need to do is we can double click on it. It will show us the tag name TRX number. So to identify the AR invoice number, let's copy this and search it on the AR invoice data model here. There are two ways to go it. The best way is to always go to the AR invoice template and from there go to the corresponding data model. So one way is you can check it through here also. If we see here, there are 12 positions, right? So we can see, okay, this is the tag, and this tag is coming from header TRX number. So header and TRX number, what we'll do is this is a header tag. We'll take this, copy it in Notepad, removing this and copying it again, and I'm searching for TRX number. This will give us the AR invoice table and the column name. So there are 12 positions. So if you see here, TRX dot TRX number, alias is also same. So TRX is the table's alias and this is the column name. So column name for AR invoice is TRX number. Table name is TRX. What is alias of TRX here? We can check. So it is nothing but RA customer TRX all. This is the table storing the AR invoice information, and TRX underscore number stores the AR invoice number. Similarly, we can do it for all the other AR invoice information also. Approach 4 is through Oracle Cloud Customer Connect portal. For this approach, we can leverage the Cloud Customer Connect portal, which Oracle has put up, in which all the community members, not only all the SI partners who are using Oracle product, but even people from Oracle product team are here to help answer customer queries. So if you see, you can first check if your query is already answered, or you can create a new query in the form of ideas, and other people, community members, can answer it. For example, you can see, I've just typed Fusion SQL, and there are many Fusion SQL related queries which are answered by the community members. So one such is to get the SQL query for the PO regarding the approval. So we can see, once we open it, we can see, okay, the query has been posted, right? And similarly, we can see other queries as well. So you can leverage this portal for getting your queries, or for any. Approach 5 is through Oracle Metalink knowledge base. We can take advantage of Oracle support SR knowledge base as well. So if this is a place where we log Oracle SRs, and you can search here, and then you can also get some results which will also help you queries. For example, I have queried for PO communication detail supplier query, and I got this query here. So you can take advantage of this SR portal as well to get the queries, including other product related queries as. Approach 6 is through online blogs and articles. You can definitely search it over internet also for the queries. I believe you would be already doing it, but this is also one of the approach which you can leverage to get the queries from our community people who would have created blogs, right? So for example, AP query you can get here, and these are Oracle documentation notes as well. So I can show you this also, like all the tables are also maintained in docs.oracle.com. So these are all the financial related tables. Similarly, you will have for procurement, HCM, for all the other pillars. Approach 7 is through Oracle service request. This approach is to create SR and ask Oracle team itself for the queries information. In parallel, when you log in SR, uh, you get a chatbot nowadays to answer the queries even before logging SR. So I can show you one demo if you're trying to create an SR, and say for example you want to know about procurement related. So now it opens up a chatbot. So it will ask you for a queries, and if this helps, then you don't need to create any SR. So I can type one query. Okay, I want SQL to get purchase order information and SQL. So it's trying to render here, and this can also help uh, to get your queries answered, and you don't have to go ahead and create service request with Oracle. So this is also one of a best ways nowadays. So you see it has given result. So this table contains all the purchase order header information, lines information, distribution information. This is a small query, so you can take advantage of this as well. And if this does not help, you can always log in SR with Oracle. So my personal recommendation is, whenever you are stuck, first thing is to come here and check it and log in SR, and parallelly check other approaches, so that you're also checking it, and then parallelly when Oracle team is also checking it, and it will help you get to the required information faster, because you and Oracle team both parallelly would be. At the end, I just want to show you the website where all the Oracle Fusion tables are maintained by Oracle. So the link is docs.oracle.com, and from here you can go for any of the pillars. For this video, I'll just show for financials. The navigation will remain same for other pillars as well. So go to financials, and from here you can go to all books, and from all books go towards the extreme bottom. You can see here for common features and here for financials. When you click here on the left hand side, for payables, you will get all the tables as well as views. And this is a very uh, exhaustive table list, and also it gives information at the column level. For example, if I'll show you for AP related, just want to show you for AP invoices. So AP invoices always a header level table for invoice. So you can see what this table stores at high level. These are the owner's primary key, the column level information, the name, data type, length, precision, comments. Below you will also find the foreign keys and the indexes also. So if you go below foreign keys, indexes, so please take also advantage and of this repository maintained by Oracle. So with this, I would like to conclude this video. I would like to request you to please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you and have a great